Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, hi, my name is Carrie. I am a TV host and I live in Kansas City, Missouri. It has been a hot minute since I have done a volunteer with me at the dog shelter vlog, so that is what we are gonna do today. It is Saturday morning, about 8:30-ish, and this is usually when I like to come and volunteer. I usually do Saturdays or Sundays, it kind of depends. I just pick up a shift whenever there's a free one. I like doing the mornings because it gets me up and going and gets my day started. The morning shifts do tend to have a little bit more like cleaning involved. You have to give the dogs breakfast, things like that, where the mid shift is more like playing with the dogs, exercising them, things like that. But I try and get my cleaning out of the way so then I can take dogs on walks, or I can just play with them and love on them. And I'm looking forward to it. This is my me time. Missouri Pit Bull Rescue, which is the shelter that I volunteer at, is small. It's a breed specific rescue, obviously, and there's really only space for about 12 dogs at the shelter. So when I'm here doing a shift, I get the whole place to myself. And some people like to double up on shifts. There'll be 2 people at the shift because we're all friends here now. And but I like to do it by myself because there's music surrounding, in the whole thing. So I turn on some Taylor Swift and I just get to like be in my own zone and spend time with dogs who are so sweet and so loving and so deserving of a second chance. So it's really a part of like my therapy routine and part of my recharge for the week. So I'm so excited to take you guys along. If you haven't seen my other volunteer with me vlog, go check it out. Really fun, really great. It gives you a little insight into how the shifts go. I think that was a mid shift though. So this will be an AM shift, and we have some new dogs since that last video. So you'll get to meet some new faces, some familiar faces too that are still here. But I'm excited. Let's dive right in. This is a big part of my life, and I am always happy to tell people about it, to bring you along, to show you what it's like to volunteer. Volunteering is so needed in the rescue space. Whatever you can do, even if you can't come to the shelter and do shelter shifts, like if you can do graphic design, if you can do photography, if you can literally do anything, a shelter will utilize you and be able to help you. Speaking of photography, I also do the photos here at the shelter. So we have a website, mopitbullrescue.org. You can go check it out if you want. And the dogs all have profiles that we fill out with their personalities, their likes, their dislikes, what would be a perfect home for them. And then they all get a little photo shoot to show them off. And I have started doing the photos. It's been really fun for me. I am just a novice photographer. I just got this camera in college at Target on sale, and I've just kind of self-taught myself. But it's been fun over the years. And the woman who used to do it has kind of trying to ease things off her plate a little bit. And I was like, I'll pick it up, I'll do it. So I have a photo shoot to do with a new dog. His name is Sheriff. And he is actually a black dog, which if you know, you know, because black animals are really hard to photograph. We have a black cat at the farm back home in Wisconsin. His name is Banks. I love him. But he's so hard to take a picture of because he ends up just looking like a black blob. So it can be hard to like get their features right. And so this will be a little challenging for me, but it's a sunny day and I'm looking forward to it. He's a pretty chill guy, so hopefully I'll be able to manipulate the light and where he's sitting and just things like that so that I can make sure that I am capturing all his features fully and in a great way so we can get him adopted. Anyway, so that is gonna be after my shift. That's why I brought this camera. I'm gonna stay after, take those photos, and I'm gonna take you guys along for it. So let's quit talking because the dogs are probably waiting for their breakfast right now. So every dog went potty and then came back in, got their food. So now we'll do longer rotations where they will be out for like 30 plus minutes. I have a timer for 30 minutes. Sometimes I'll do longer if I feel like it. But I always put it for 30 minutes. And then while they are out and about doing their business, I clean the kennels and tidy up their beds. And then if I have time afterwards, I will take them for a walk. So let's start cleaning. All right, so as you can see, this is the kennel before. I'm gonna pick up her bowl and clean that. And then I'm also gonna check her outdoor kennel. Everyone has an outdoor kennel just to make sure she didn't go potty overnight there. If she did, I'll have to clean that out with a hose, but this one's not too bad, so let's get started. Now it's all clean and ready to go. And we do that for every kennel. Okay, the kennel is clean and I have 16 minutes left. So I'm gonna take Miss Minnie on a little walk because she is one of my favorite dogs that we have here to walk. She's a dream on a leash and she's just all around a good girl. If you watch my last vlog, Volunteer With Me vlog, then you have met Minnie before. She's one of our longest residents here at NPR. And the main reason is because she needs to be an only dog. She it can be aggressive around other dogs. That's the reason why I think she was taken to the pound in the first place, because she was getting in a fight with the other dogs, and which isn't uncommon. There's a lot of pit bulls and a lot of dogs in general that don't like other dogs. So it's really not that uncommon. It's her only specification that she needs. She loves kids. She was fostered with a little girl who she adored. Like I said, she's a dream on a leash. She's a really good house guest, keeps her place clean, you know, does fine in a kennel. But other than that, like, she's a dream. But it's specific, like she needs a specific home of someone who is gonna recognize that she can't be around other dogs and honor that boundary. And so Minnie just needs someone who is gonna take that seriously and keep her safe and just love on her. But she's a really, really, really good dog. She just can't be around other dogs. So let's take her for a walk. I'm gonna leash her up now. She's just over here in the corner chewing. She's such a good girl. She's one of our easiest ones to take care of in terms of her turnout. Like, she will like entertain herself with a toy. She will just go sniff around the yard. Like, she's a great dog, truly she is. But she loves walks, so I'm gonna leash her up and we're gonna go for a little walk. Do you wanna go for a walk? She's like, Abby, the goodest girl. All right, this is Nebula. She's not one that I normally walk because she loves to play fetch. So normally I just throw the ball for her. Are you ready? Look at it. She's super fast. Come on, Neb. So Neb is a pretty petite girl, but she's an active girl. And she might look small, but this girl can literally like climb a fence. So she needs a very specific adopter that's gonna just keep an eye on her, make sure she doesn't get out, because she's just an adventurous little girl, and just don't put anything past her because she is full of energy and we have seen her scale a fence or two. But as you can tell, she loves ball. You know, like Ken in the Barbie movie when he's like, my job is just beach. Nebula is like, my job is just ball. Nebula. This is the dog that I'm photographing after my shift. This is Sheriff, you guys, and he's got a really sad story. He was adopted out by us a couple years ago, and he was recently returned like a couple days ago because his mom has cancer really badly. and she's devastated that she can't care for him right now while she's undergoing treatment, and it's really hard for her. But he's back with us, and we're hoping that her cancer is able to be exterminated, extinguished, I don't know what the word is. We're hoping that she can become cancer-free so that Sheriff can go back to her. But in the meantime, he's gonna be here with us, and if for some reason he can't go back to her, we're gonna put him back up for adoption. But he's really struggling right now because he's been in a home and been with a loving family for a year or two now, a couple of years. And so he's really confused and sad and lonely, and it just breaks my heart. But he's the dog that I'm photographing after my shift today. But in the meantime, I am going to go clean his kennel, and then I'm gonna try and take him for a walk and just give him a lot of extra love because he really needs it right now. You guys, this is one of my favorite dogs here right now. His name is Applejack, and he is the sweetest soul. He deserves to be in a home so badly. He's a really chill dog, to be honest with you. He loves walks. I'm gonna take him on a walk, but he loves to cuddle. He loves his belly rubbed. He will just kind of roll over and just like, could you please? And he has beautiful blue eyes. Look at those eyes. I just love him so much. He's so sweet and gentle, and we would really love to see him get into a home. I don't know what he's a mix of. He's just like a Heinz 57, and it's so weird because he has a docked tail, so he has a little nub for a tail, and it's just strange. I don't know what he is, but he's so sweet, and we love him so much. Don't we, Apple? Applejack. We call him AJ for short. Oh, look at that. Do you want to go for a walk, AJ? And we're not going to go on a walk with her because she is a little scared of leaving the building. I think it's because she's scared of being left behind. So she, anytime the leash comes out or anything, she like cowers and like runs away and gets super scared. We're working on it. She's gotten a lot better, but she is the sweetest thing. In fact, I think she's getting adopted in a day or two. But she is just a shy girl. She just needs some help coming out of her shell. But oh my gosh, she is so sweet. She is so sweet. She just wants this. She just wants to be loved on and cuddled. She's not a big player. At least she hasn't shown us that she's a big player. Maybe when she gets comfortable, she would be. But she just wants to love you. That's what she wants, and to be loved in return. Her tail is wagging. It's so hard back here. She's just a sweet girl. She's so cute too. She's like this wonderful little caramely tan color, and she's just beautiful. You're just beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you. I really want to eat my snack, but I don't want to move because she's so happy. She's so happy. I don't want to move her. You guys, this is Frolic. Or Frolly, as I like to call her. Frolly! Frolly Wally! She has got the best ears in the game. Look at those ears, you guys. Oh! Frolly! What's up, Frolly? She's just a happy girl. This is a happy girl. Okay, let's go get a toy. Let's go get a toy. Let's go get a toy. Frolly is one that I don't tend to walk, not because she's bad on a leash. She's fine on a leash, but she loves to play with the ball. So I'm just gonna throw the ball for her. Go get it. It's right in front of you. It's right in front Oh, she lost it. She can't find it. Right there. Close. Close. Raleigh, come back. She keeps almost getting it. All right, I'm gonna go help her. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So Avi, she's a high energy girl who loves to play, but she's also very shy. I would say she's demure and mindful is honestly how I would say. She can be really shy and passive around other dogs and around new people. She loves people, but she's definitely not like gonna barge in and like walk in like she owns the place. She's definitely a little more shy and passive. Go get it. Hopefully she can find it this time. Oh, she is just sweet as pie. She was in a foster home for a little bit, and they unfortunately couldn't keep fostering her, and they were devastated about it because they loved her so much, but they had some circumstances come up, which is totally fine. We understand that. And her first couple days in the shelter, I think she was really struggling because being in a home is really great. And then no matter, even if you have the greatest shelter in the world, like it doesn't compare to being in a home. So she struggled the first couple days, but she's settling in more and she's showing more and more of her personality, which we love. And she's gonna be a really great dog for someone. In her foster home, she was with a male dog and she did really great. They were boyfriend and girlfriend, basically. They were obsessed with each other. So I do think she would love to have a little friend at home that she can play with and take her energy out on. And other than that, she's just a really great dog. This is Pua. He's been in other videos before. One of my favorites here right now. He's such a sweet boy. He's kind of trying to lose some pounds, but you know, who isn't? So we won't hold that against him. All right, let's go take him on a walk. Are you eating leaves? No, I'm not eating leaves. What makes you say that? The big leaf that's hanging out of my mouth? What a cooper. Thank you. Thank you. I know, I love you too. You guys, this is Ginger Ale. I just call her Ginger. Can you say hi? She has that floppy ear. See her left ear? Like for some reason, it's just like floppy, lays there. And it's so cute. It's so cute. She hasn't been here that long. She's relatively new. Honestly, I don't know a ton. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Honestly, I don't know a ton about her story, how she ended up at the pound. But we pulled her and she's been in our program for maybe a couple weeks now. But she's really sweet. Oh, Ginger. Can you say hi? Look at the camera. There you go. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Do kisses. Do kisses. She's really sweet and I love her floppy little ear. We already went on a walk, so we already got that out of the way. I cleaned your kennel. It's actually time for her to go back. Are you ready to take a nap? Are you ready to take a nap, Ginger? Ginger. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, you guys, this is Prunella. You've seen her in other videos. She's a smush-nosed girl, so we have to be careful with walks for her. If it's like over 90 degrees, we can't walk her because she just doesn't breathe the best. But luckily, it is a cool 75 degrees today, so we're gonna go for a walk. All the dogs have had their rotation. Footy is my last one. He's the one that was out at the beginning of my shift, but I didn't get a chance to take him for a walk. So that's what we're gonna do now, Footy Woody. Good boy. Let's go for a walk, shall we? Okay. Footy Woody. What are you doing, bud? Look, yeah. He's one of my faves. I've said that about every dog today, you guys. I've been like, this is another one of my faves. If you can't tell, they're all my faves. Okay, now that everyone has had their turn out, I need to do some chores, and those usually just include laundry and then dishes. So there's laundry that I've pulled from the dog's kennels. Unless their bedding is smelly or dirty or whatever it is, we don't change it because there's no need for them to have new beds every day. Like, it's just wasteful and that would be a lot of laundry to do. So unless it smells, we give it the smell test, or unless it's super dirty, it stays in there. But I do have a couple that needed to be changed out. And then of course, these are all their bowls from breakfast. The person who feeds breakfast in the morning also has to wash those dishes before they leave so that they can be ready to go for the next shift, because at the end of the next shift, the dogs get dinner. So let's do our chores and wrap things up. right, my shift is officially done. I have Sheriff out again. There he is, because I'm gonna do his photo shoot now. I just kind of set up a makeshift type of thing here with sheets in front of this window, and I see what I can get here, and then we'll go outside and do some too. We have a really pretty like fence, and then there's like some ivy that grows on it. So I'm gonna try both locations. The sun is real bright right now, which isn't the best for photos, but I'm gonna see what we can get in here and see how cooperative he is, but TBD. And we're done. Honestly, the photo shoot didn't go great. Sheriff is just going through a lot right now, and he, I think, still has a lot of anxiety being in the shelter. And I would get like a couple pictures, I would get him to like sit on something and look for, and then he would bark. And then he would jump down and he would kind of get like nervous. I could feel him be like anxious. And then I would try again, I would get him to sit, and then he would bark and blah. So it was just like kind of a mess. And I could tell he was anxious. And normally in that situation, I would just take him outside and try and shoot outside. But the sun, there's not a cloud in the sky today, and the sun, it's noon. So the sun is at its highest point, and it's just really, that's bad. Like, that's not ideal conditions for shooting. Even if I put like my ISO way far down, like the shadows are gonna be so extreme. And there was also another lens I was gonna bring that I forgot at home. So it was just like so many things piled into one. And I was like, we're gonna try again another time. So I did snap a couple here and there, and I probably just got a handful. But I definitely need to get more. I need to get some full body shots, which is what is tricky with the lens I was using. I tend to do the full body shots inside, or I'm sorry, I tend to do the full body shots outside and then the headshot, like close up ones inside. But I just couldn't do that today. So I will revisit that, and then we will go from there. Casey is making fun of me. I'm talking to my vlog. We tried. Overall, it was a really good shift though. I am tired. I'm probably gonna go home and take a nap because I'm exhausted, and I'm almost done with the book I'm reading that I really want to finish. So I'm probably gonna jump in the shower, have something to eat, and then curl up on the couch while Casey watches College Game Day, because that's what he does on Saturday. So I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope this gave you a little insight into what it's like to volunteer at a shelter. Keep in mind, Missouri Pitbull is a very small shelter. Like I told you, it only fits about 12 dogs. So every shelter is different. In fact, the bigger shelter, the city-run shelter in Kansas City that we pull our dogs from, I think houses 400 dogs. So that would be a very different volunteer experience there than it would be with Missouri Pitbull. So keep that in mind. Don't be afraid to like try out volunteering at a couple and see which one feels best for you. See which one sticks, because there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are willing to volunteer, foster, anything, the rescue world needs your help. Whatever your talent is, whatever you want to give, they need it so much. So please, if you are interested at all, reach out to a local shelter in your area. I guarantee wherever you live in the world, there's a shelter in your area that needs your help, that needs your donations, that needs, you know, your time, that needs your talents, your experience, needs you to foster, needs you to adopt. Like, they need you. Everywhere in the world, they need you. So jump right in. It is the best thing that I do in my week. I love it so much. Being a volunteer is such a big part of who I am as a person, and such a big part of my me time. So I really can't get enough. I'm gonna stop blabbing because I'm hungry and tired and I need to shower. So thank you so much for joining me today. I love each and every one of you wherever you are in the world. I'm sending you love, and I appreciate you so much for being here. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment, all those things down below. I got more content coming your way. Even if you don't do all those things, I still love you anyway, just for being here. So have a good rest of your week, day, whatever it is, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.